Welcome, part 2. It was time to put on the music and recenter, as every time I sit down to meet here with you guys, it's like moths to a flame. Everything's popping off, and this is where we heal with our triggers. This is where we become the love and the peace in the eye of the storm, and we literally embody the divine as we create with patterns of divinity and expand them. Now, this has to do with a reconnection of our relationships to self and others. This card has made its appearance known so many times to be here for channeled messages, and this is a heart activation. Reconnection to relationships with self and others, and it's about a harmony. And we're remembering we're creating a harmony, and right now we're laying down the base chords. The base chords that we were creating with before, they went rotten. They were toxic, and this is connected to this healing we're doing with laser focusing on the Wrath template right now. So we're laying down new chords. We're laying down new base chords right now. I create harmonious connections with the people in my life. 639 hertz has shown up today, as there is an issue within your relationships, be it interpersonal with family, a family member, friend, or business relation. This frequency enables creation of harmonious connections to be reinstated to allow for a better communication, understanding, tolerance, and love. Yes, we're gonna do that right now. My loves, please, you can make a ton of happy noise as soon as I'm done with this, okay? Hang tight. Thank you. Let's work together. So, by using certain sounds and frequencies, we're able to enhance our senses and create a deeper connection to spirit. Every sound has a different vibration. Solfeggio frequency 639 hertz carries the sounds and vibration of Fa, Fa. It is here to bring about reconnection and balancing of relationships, whether interpersonal, with partnerships, or within family and friends, including our spiritual family and soul groups. When we deal with these processes down to a cellular level, this frequency can encourage the cells to communicate with its environment. Now that's big. Our cells are going to communicate with our environment, which in turn will bring about a change right from the very core of our existence. Now remember, we're healing to the core. This has to do with seed energy. This has to do with the inner child. This had to do with our core. Like, we literally were clearing out what's gone toxic from the core to without. So the practical application. At some points in times, we all go through trials within our relationships on all levels. It is part of human nature. For growth and expansion to occur, we continually need to work on our relationships with ourselves, with those around us, and each experience gives us valuable lessons to take us to the next level of connections. To create, right? So these connections that we make, create, and we leave some of them behind. These experiences become a tool that helps us to carry on through our lifetime. So we're going to get into meditation, and we're going to focus on the relationship with ourselves. We're going to go into this meditation with the intention of what we want to release and create within our relationships. And once this interpersonal connection is fine-tuned, you can expand on working with relationships with a partner, parent, child, or friend. This is also big because this has to do with how we're going from pleasure to happiness. And this is a part of the mission that we're working on right now. But we remember it's all connected. It's all connected to this space and place that we are building, and that so many of us have been yearning for. This is this feeling. We want to feel this and create this because we're feeling this and wanting to create this from in. It's natural to us. And we have to stop. There's so many levels of forgiveness here. We have to forgive it. We have to forgive ourselves for like maybe even sometimes wanting to create this and feeling like we can't. But we are. And we also have to forgive ourselves too, because we think that it should always look and feel like this. but it's not. It's looking and feeling like this, and that's okay. It's still a part of creation, and it's the whole thing. It's the whole picture. It's like understanding there's a balance with solitude and connection with the divine and creation, and then understanding the rest of that balance is the connection to everybody else and the creation of everything that's happening without. It's just like not getting lost in just one thing. It's everything coming together to create everything. That's all and nothing at the same time. And we remember too, like as much as we go, like it's just everyone's like go within, source is within. Source is within, and this is our connection, is from within to without. But we also honor that source is without too. That's the balance. It's becoming whole. So we're creating a balance with our relationships, all of them, okay? And it starts to be created and restored. Don't be surprised if you find people within your life being left behind and new people entering. As your frequencies change, your vibration may not necessarily match that of the people who've been in your life. So we're using, it's connected to number 9, and we're using green when we use this frequency. So of course it's connected to emeralds and rose quartz. So we are going to heal with what's naturally falling away from our life. We're going to do that. And that may be painful, but we're going to heal through that pain. And we're going to, there's an acceptance here. There's an acceptance. And remember, you can't lose your counterpart because you can't lose yourself, and you can't lose your connection to source energy. That's a trick. We're not falling for the trick. We're laser focusing on our mission work, and right now our mission work is happening through the self. It's a humbling, this is a humbling experience. We had to break it to make it. It's very humbling. So we're having a completion with understanding love. We are literally having a completion with understanding love. Now let's see what it's connected to. I'm being called to go to the Black Moon astrology cards. So let's go. All right. Okay. What is this? What is this connected to? So, well, of course, we're in Aquarius season. We know. We're knowing something. And what are we doing? We're knowing the connection to the Grand Trine, our blessing. Something is coming together here, and it's an ending to begin again. We're working with the eighth house here. We're working with Scorpio, and it has to do with love. So something is ending to begin again. It has to do with this bridge that we are building and this elevation. And we remember that this is where we're meeting. But we need that sword first. We need those swords. Wherever those swords have gone, where have those swords gone? We need these swords. We need these swords. Okay? So what's being illuminated is love. And it's the connections we're now making, the reconnections through here, through ourselves and others. And we're having an ending to begin again. What's being created here? Where am I feeling called to go? I'm feeling called to go here. So we're going to go. Something is being created here within the 8th house. This is where it's ending to begin again. It's dying to be reborn. It has to do with this. It has to do with how we're coming together here. And it's through an acceptance. It's through an acceptance that something had to end to begin again for us to come together. Go with the flow to relieve stress. And it's connected to guidance. We're receiving guidance. So we're literally going to let go to go with this flow. This is going to heal our stress. We're going to get guidance here on how to begin, to end, and begin again. And it has to do with this acceptance. Literally, these cards are speaking to one another. They're having communication. So let me see if I can find this quickly. Hopefully we're gonna ask for some help here. This book is it's like cracking a code itself sometimes to be able to find. Oh, here, maybe we'll try here. Oh, we have it. No, there's different numbers and they meet up differently to do different things. So we have different number 1s too. There's so many number 3s, so I'm trying to find the number 3 that I need here. Thanks for hanging tight. Okay. Here it is. It's guidance. So, the angelic figure with rainbow-colored wings on this card represents the guide that each of us carries within. Like the second figure in the background, we may sometimes be a little reluctant to trust this guide when it comes to us, because we're so accustomed to taking our cues from the outside rather than the inside. The truth of your own deepest being is trying to show you where to go right now. So when this card appears, we trust the guidance from within. It speaks in whispers. This is following the inner guide. You'll feel more whole, more integrated, as if you're moving outwards from the very center of your being. To go with it, this beam of light will carry you exactly where you need to go. So look, we're being carried to where we need to go. But this is why we had to heal the matter at a whole new level, because it's just like when we do shadow work, what's a shadow? The shadow is blocking the light. So something is blocking our light, which can very well be blocking our instinct and our intuition. So we face that shadow with love. We integrate that part of ourselves and we expand with the light. And I mean, I've even just been doing this myself. I was not fully integrating this shadow aspect of myself, the shadow of my aspect of myself that still wants to drink and destroy. I was not honoring that as a part of self. And it's honoring that part of self to put the light on it, to accept it. I literally had to accept this part of myself in order to let it go. And the fact that I wasn't accepting it kept keeping me stuck in a cycle. Like, no, I can just do this. It's not a part of me. I can just not do this. But realizing I couldn't just not do it, this shadow aspect has been a part of me, and I needed to look at it and honor it and accept it as a part of myself. And as accepting it as a part of myself, I can now heal with it and let it go. So we're gonna get guidance. I'm feeling called to, I'm really seeing where I'm feeling called to go. We're gonna get guidance on something here. Where is it? All right, we're going here. We're going to the feminine. I feel called to go here, so we're gonna go here. What are we getting this guidance on? Love this book. Look at this book. And yeah, it's just, a lot of this is just getting back to living life in a whole different way and just being in the energy of what we're creating. And so it's like, oh, we don't want stress, but we're in stress. How do we clear it? We don't want sadness, but we're in sadness. How do we clear it? Well, we are going to face it and transmute it. We're going to create anew with it. We're going to use all that energy to create anew with it. And then we're going to be in the energy of what we're manifesting. All right. This has to do with the land between. Tell me this has to do with the land between and how we are meeting up. With the sword, and then we expand it with the cup. What is this connected to? Oh, let me get this one back. I'm gonna reshuffle. Because I was doing a TikTok. Guys, I thought about doing TikTok, but I was called to go there. And you know what I was thinking? I know the divine's gonna infiltrate this artificial hack any which way they can, but I want to keep in mind always creating with the highest timeline and highest vision on board and shape-shifting through it, and you know, keep it to what it means. I know that a lot of our work is getting away from technology and social media and getting back to nature and honoring what that means. And then, you know, many of us as creators are being called to share that through technology to help people heal, harmonize, and expand. But you know, the main way of living is to get back out there with life, and to expand life, to expand with source energy. Okay, no, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna be facing the negative right now. Let's say yes with a positive. All right, we're coming together. This has to do with this bridge and this guidance, how we're being guided to continue to come together as we build this bridge. There it is. Secrets, confessions, see, she who whispers. This has to do with the freeing of our secrets, because this has to do with our truth. Remember, the last few times we've been meeting up, we've been talking about our truth, and our truth is connected to our authenticity, and we're going to work with the feminine and the icosahedron. And look, she who surrenders, chains, bondage, and release. So we're going to heal from our secrets, confessions, and confidant. And this is what we're embodying to become universal truths, our truths, healing truths, to set our chains and bondage and release. And this means something. We're creating something here. Like this is how we're coming together with this bridge. Remember, this is about this bridge. It's an elevation. So we're gonna need to heal from our chains, bondage, and release. And we're gonna need to heal from our secrets that are making us sick and confess our truths. That's an elevation right there. There it is. We're freeing ourselves from the devil energies. We're coming together with the wheel. Remember, we've experienced this all. This is about an emotional release and healing. This is about emotional intelligence and healing from our trauma, wounding, imprinting, patterning from within to the core to expand anew. Now we have the moon, the Nine of Wands. We're getting somewhere. Where are we going? It's literally, remember, this is literally creating this elevation, active elevation with this bridge, the coming together of this bridge. Where are we going? I feel like every step we take, we're releasing something. We're releasing our secrets. We're releasing things that are unauthentic to us. We're releasing our chains, so we're no longer bonded and we're free. We're gonna become a confidant. We're gonna become something to trust. This is about this land in between. It's a meeting space of trust. The divine is in the center point of it. The divine is in the center point. What is in the center point? It's right here. Truth. It's truth. The Mother of Swords. And this truth happened with the Tower moment. But it was literally the key. Literally the key. Like you can see it right here. Look at the lightning bolts. This tower was the key to our truth, activating the 13 spheres of knowledge, the feminine, and expanding it with the energy, the matter, within the Hierophant. That's where we're doing it, and we're sharing it. The proper patterning is accessed here. And we have the Mother of Swords, the feminine's truth. Remember, the feminine coming together with the masculine. We have the Mother and the Sun coming together. There it is. It's this truth. It's this sword. We need these swords. We need these swords. It's gonna be so clear within their mind. Remember, it's like there's the message that they're sharing with me. It's like each truth that we continue to see, it's an elevated truth, and then we're going to act on this truth, and this is how we get to where we're going. And this is like every step we take is how the masculine is healing from fighting with the masculine. Where we started off in part 1, where did we go? Where is that card? Remember where we spoke about how the masculine and feminine are going to work together, because the masculine's no longer going to fight with the masculine right here. So this is the masculine's Mars. This is Mars and the Sun. The masculine's no longer going to fight with the masculine. We're seeing very, very clearly what we need to see within the mind. We're being put forth into the situation to do so. And every time we see this truth a little bit clearer and clearer, we're going to make a move on it. And we're actively going somewhere. Where are we actively going? We're going to... It's like we're actively going towards the storm. This is what I'm being showing. Like, we're going within the storm. We are the eye in the storm. But as we are this eye in the storm, we are the peace in the storm. We are the love in the storm. And we're going to recreate within this storm. Where are we? Oh. We've got that sword again. So we're actively having an ending to begin again with the sword. That's the time we're in. And then we act on it with the masculine. We end to begin again. We end to begin again. Where are we going? Where are we going? This has to do with this Leo full moon. We end to begin again. Where are we going? We're going towards the storm. We're going to the heart of the matter. We're taking back our power. We're taking off our chains. We're literally going to act on it. We're going to act on what we have seen here with this ending. And we're literally going to walk up to what has been distorted, like to the devil, like literally to the devil, and say, you know what? I see how you've been twisting it. I see how you've been lying to me. I see the secrets are keeping me sick. I see that the chains are keeping me stuck. I see it. I see you. I see you for what you are. And you are everything of God that has been twisted and distorted through this lens. And you are toxic and you're twisting it. But I see the truth. I see through your illusions. I am untwisting it. And I'm going to untwist it with my mind and my actions of what I see of my truth. And I'm going to untwist it and I'm going to bring it back to God. I'm going to be with the divine. And I'm going to expand with my light. And this is literally going into it to expand it. And once we do, love comes home. Look at that. Love comes home. So look at the Knight of Cups, the feminine and the masculine reconnecting with a recalibration. And look at, he's coming to her. The energy is coming to the feminine. This now meets up to my vision. I will be working on my vision, like I said, next time we meet up. With what's this? The Queen of Swords. Now here twice. It's the feminine is hot with this truth. She's coming in hot. Drop the mic. Because she went to the heart of the matter, literally, and saw what needed to be cleansed. So what are we doing? Remember, what we see in the mind, we're taking action on it. It's not, oh, this is the Knight of Swords, not the King. We have the King and Queen. There it is, counterparts. Aquarius energy right here. Each twin coming together with their sword. It is confirmed, lit, absolutely lit. Each twin coming together with their sword. We act on it, and look, we're gonna ground it through the earth with the masculine into wish fulfillment. And this wish fulfillment has to do with the truth and acting on our truth. We're gonna manifest with our truth. And what are we manifesting? Love. We are manifesting love. I love you. Love, light, and healing energy is sent your way to create with today. Until we meet again next time when we expand, you know I am sending it to you. The good healing vibes. Take care.